Your mateys, welcome to another episode of Let's Play as a Pirate. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure where we are. After getting my million, let's call them ducats, I partook in a little bit of my own product, and I blacked out a bit. I think we must have taken a wrong turn somewhere around Visby, gotten into that Visby triangle area, and then we lost a bit track of where we were. Indeed, we must have lost track of time quite a bit. When last I looked, it was 5 past 300 AD, and now it's already 1570. That must have been some trip. But anyway, here we are with the beardy. In a new place. I mean, one of these islands is called Nassau, but this doesn't look anything like Germany. Unless climate change has really sped up in the last 200 years. Never mind though. I can solve this. Most likely. I will be making our business here. Falling back on a good old tried and tested method of just producing beer and seeing what else shakes out. Alright, let's get going. What can we do? This is our home island. We have some popularity, we have some money. But obviously I have no idea what I'm doing. How does this work again? The convoy, alright, so we could be bringing some people along. I believe this is clothing. Where's the settlers? There's the settlers. Because as I saw on the map, there's a surplus of settlers here, but not enough over here. They also need some hardware. And they need some grain in Grand Bahama. What do they produce in Grand Bahama? Fish, meat, potatoes, rum. Rum. Yeah, we probably want to go for that at some point then. Non-production is... Well, we could produce sugar here, but it's not the best. We're gonna have to look for a place where we can get that then. Yeah, I didn't feel quite like giving up the sailing ways. So let's bring on some settlers. And does this town have any cargo? Do they have any of this stuff? Well, it's fairly cheap. I'll just bring a small bundle with me, much as my ship can carry. And let us go. Alright, let's make us some profit. We want to make enough money that we can at least get ahead of ourselves. Maybe set up some business, but first we need to get some money. Now, where can we find some grain? Alright, we are in Louthra. We are a boom. Where do they get grain in around these parts? Well, that's... Hopefully we don't run into any cross people then. Grain is scarce everywhere. Let's go on a little bit of an adventure then. Right, we have Nassau, Cat Island. Any more settlements around here? Charlestown. Go to Charlestown. Let's see if they got anything. Right, so you produce grain. Good. Do you have any? Oh, you have loads. Let's bring some grain. I'll admit the controls are a bit different than I remember. Right. I'm gonna presume there's probably still a shortage of grain. You are probably fine on grain then. A recent shipment. You have too many settlers. Right, so you found some gold. Nice. Right, this will give us some much needed cash. You need salt. Right, so let's see. Andros has got some salt production. And some grain. Don't feel quite comfortable enough yet to setting up a business just yet. Right, so don't think we have enough building construction of any kind. Well, that sounds all that profitable. I mean, the rum probably would be profitable, but Jan Verstappen. No, I don't like gambling all that much. We're not ready for fighting the Spanish. Just kind of curious as how all this works. I mean, we are so far away from the comfort of Stettin, our beer. Right, so what do we have here? Right, we have some grain. We have some salt. You are short on rum and meat. Really need to get some trading posts in these other areas so I can see what's needed. Doesn't look like anyone needs more colonists. Oh, they went through that grain quite quickly. Right, we needed a couple of bottles of rum and some meat. And then head back to Andros. See if we can find some places. Build up. Grain is scarce, fish is scarce. Does Andros fish? There is some fish. We need bigger ships. Right, first off, let's go to Elufra. See if we can get our reputation up a bit. Hemp is scarce. There's no hemp here, really. Need more settlers? Well, accommodate that. Hardware. Do you have hardware? Yes, some. But we have no space. Alright, let's not go totally ham on that. See if we can get into the pirating business at some point, once I've set up a lucrative business of some kind. Alright, so that should take care of the that. That doesn't look like fish. Does the Florida key have grain, tobacco, dyes? Right. They are looking for a place probably where we can do some production of sugar. Not what I want. And we are friendly, but we are decreasing. And I suppose I could always just produce sugar normally. Already making a decent amount of money. At least there's gold everywhere. Right. Any cloth that we can trade about? Yeah, there's plenty of cloth here. And we still need more grain. I also kind of want to explore a little bit more. Yeah, well, now you're getting grain. And not having a colony with no stable production of goods is not a good idea. You should always have your food supply well in hand. Because that is something we could also do. Now let's head back to the Grand Bahama to see if we cannot get a captain deeply. And that's fine. No, actually, then never mind. We already have a captain. I mean, he has no skills, but the crew is happy enough. Let's see if we can discover some new locations. Ooh, that's pirating activity, so I don't want to mess with them or with them. There's gotta be a settlement around here somewhere for all those ships to be being busy. Salmon, Spanish treasure fleet in Port of France. Yeah, we're not ready for that yet. Ooh. They have a settler surplus. St. Augustine doesn't really have anything. Do I have fish? Probably don't need fish. I mean, we may need fish. Let's see if we can find out what's actually wrong over here. Aside from the famine. Alright, so they have nothing really. Do you have anything for sale that's worth anything? You have a lot of lumber. A lot of sugar. Do you produce sugar? No, you produce a lot of sugar. This could be a good place to set up a sugar plantation then, but for now... I probably just don't want to bother with the production just yet, as I am not in a position to do that. I probably just want to get enough set up my own thing. It's certainly worth keeping in mind. And so you have no potatoes either. No, you do have potatoes, just enough. You have a scarcity of fish, but you produce it. But you do produce meat over here. Suppose that could be a way to do that. And so... Right, you have some goods over here. Let's relieve the famine a bit. I see what's going on over here. A plague in Nassau. Let's head back to the Grand Bahamas, see if we cannot set up some business. I kind of want to set up a distillery. So that will cost some money. And what else can I build? Storage, hospital, tree, residential building. Let's pick on goods to activate trade. Well, for now, do buy that. Then we'll set up a building. There's the beauty. Alright, so... now that'll do. Let's could buy a new ship. A brig if I wanted to go on the attack, I guess. Yeah, I'm not very ready for that just yet. What to do? Still have a surplus of settlers. Right, there's a scarcity of rum and grains. Wish I had somewhere to drop this stuff off. Let's go to Andros to see if we cannot get some more grain from our own stocks. Alright, things are going quite well. If this keeps up, we'll soon have our own business. Yay! And we'll be back home in Stettin in no time. But that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. See you next time.